from Syracuse University, which gives her a unique perspective in her projects. With no further ado, I'd like to introduce Sam Stites.
No, it's fine.
Same.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. My name is Sam Stites, right? Or is it? You can go check it on the internet, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. My websites, transnetmedia.com, weddingguestconnection.com, myRecipeJar.com, and others. I was born Susan Marie Allen in Kenmore, New York, between Niagara Falls and Buffalo. It was very cold. I used to do a lot of ice skating and skiing. And in the summer, I would play kickball in the street, and I'd do a lot of cartwheels. In fact, I can still do one.
Yeah.
I used to like to draw, too. And I won a couple contests in grammar school drawing. When I got to 8th grade, I was a cheerleader. And my dad thought I was a little boy crazy, so he sent me to a convent for high school.
Wow.
So there, I really wasn't a good student in high school. But I did like to paint, and I mean walls, furniture. I'd refinish furniture, I'd make furniture. In fact, I even made a pair of shoes once. And my dad didn't even use any blasphemy when he saw me take his radial saw and try to cut this big chunk of wood as I was trying to make these shoes. I saw platforms in Vogue magazine, and I saw them. I know they were wearing them in California, but we didn't have them in Buffalo yet. So I made a pair of shoes, and they turned out pretty good with the help of my dad, of course. And I wore them to a formal dance. Wish I had a picture of them. Anyways, when as through high school, I didn't do real well in school, but I managed to get myself into college. And I was going for a BA in art. Now, when I started college, I took this design class, and I aced it on the first project. I designed and built a serving table. And my professor told me I didn't have to come anymore. I did come, and I did some of the other projects. He says it's a good thing you aced your first project. But my art teachers, painting included, said that they wanted me to go on for graduate work. But no, I wanted to earn some money. So I went out and tried to find a job with a BA in art. And I didn't find any. So I went back to school, but I went back to be their graphics editor on their newsletter. This gave me some publication experience. I landed my first job in the technical publications area, and I started to learn how to be a technical illustrator in the defense industry. But that wasn't enough for me. I had to go back to graduate school. I went for advertising design at Syracuse University, and I received an MFA, which is the highest degree in the art area. So after that, I had a failed marriage. So my sister was out in Arizona, so I decided to make a change and come out here. I started out with a job at Goodyear Aerospace, getting a security clearance and working in the defense industry as a technical and commercial artist. I also had a job at Boeing, which used to be McDonnell Douglas Helicopter Company, as a commercial artist. That took me to Honeywell, where I got a job in their publication department. A programmer took me aside and showed me the World Wide Web in 1993. He said, "You could do this." Well, I saw the light. This was my calling. I had to do this. So as soon as I got laid off from that job, and I was a single mom, I decided to seek programmers to teach me this, because there weren't any classes at that time. I learned how to do it, and I started my own business in 1995. My goal was to provide a life for my daughter and I, and to see her through college, which is exactly what it did. It helped me help her pay her way through college without any loans. I had remarried, and I met my husband as I was trying to make ends meet at this time. I became an adjunct faculty member at Glendale Community College, doing computer photo imaging and the outer website design. And this is where I met my husband, my last husband. My name, I've been married 3 times. And you know what happens to a woman when she gets married? She changes her name 3 times. I got to the point I didn't know who I was. I decided I'm going to make my own name, Sam Seitz. That's my real name. I just don't use it on my tax forms. Thank you for this opportunity.